problems are opportunities for exciting solutions. Whenever you have something, and it's directly experienced in my life. Whenever I have had a situation where I consider I had a problem, what I presented with was an opportunity to up-level, an opportunity to have space for newness, an opportunity for projecting a reality that was more aligned with my vision for myself. So in sessions and in conversations in DMs with you guys, sometimes it's like, well, I have this problem, and I'm like, what if we change the concept of problem into you have an opportunity to create from scratch, you have an opportunity to build new foundations, you have an opportunity to decide what you want to remove from your life and then create space for the new. Because if there's no space, how you're going to allow the new relationships, the new opportunities, the new monies, the new states of well-being, the new excitements. We must examine every day, what am I holding in my consciousness that is not giving me absolute joy? We're gonna go through moments of hardships, we're gonna go through sadness, we're gonna go through all the range of human emotions, but we have personal power to choose what we're gonna allow in that. I call it like a digital brain. Like your brain, your consciousness, same as with your computer, your files, your phone. It is just an extension of your subconscious mind, your thoughts, and what are you focusing on. So don't have things there that are not giving you life. So what are you entertaining? Who is holding space in your consciousness that is not potentiating the vision that you have for yourself? And that's where, first of all, you gotta have a vision. You gotta know what excites you, what lifts you up, what's your passion, why do I wake up in the morning? Because you are trading your life, your precious life, for whatever it is that you're doing. Is it worth it to give your life for whatever you're doing right now? Truly. Be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. What am I gonna dedicate my precious life force and existence to? Because it's precious. So if you consider you having a problem, or you're having a difficulty, or going through a tough time or a hardship, let's try to see it as I'm being presented with an opportunity to look at my life, evaluate my life, where am I placing my focus, my attention, and just promote and hire accordingly and fire accordingly too. Your mind is your company. It's your business, it's your project. Like you are, and everything else that you do, it's an extension of your mind. So get excited when there's a problem. I was just revisiting my files and cleaning things in my phone this morning, and I saw like notes of the things that I wanted to create, and I'm like, whoa, I'm living that life right now. And I'm like, when in that moment that was a problem, I'm like, this is my heart's excitement, and I don't know how I'm gonna project or create that. And now I'm like, whoa, I forgot, and I'm living it. I'm living exactly what the problem I had 3 months ago or 4 months ago. And it's just beautiful. So instead of letting that energy contract you and hold you down, use it as a platform to fuel you into the next level of, then what am I going to do about this? What is the next action step? What is the solution? And don't try to go so far ahead, because then that can be overwhelming. And what really works for me is like, right now, from all the options that I have, and this is a Bashar explanation of the highest excitement. If you have 5 realities available for you, and let's say that this one is depressing option, This one is like, oh, that feels cool, something I would want to do. This one is like, that's great. This one is like, oof, I feel a bit of excitement here. And this is like over the top, like, oh my God, oh wow, let's fucking do this, hell yes. So if you have a problem, probably that's the reality you're in at the moment. What is the next reality you have access to that you believe you can say hell yes to? Because we can only see the realities that are here until we have the awareness for them. So it's a process of up-leveling our consciousness, because the world is just our consciousness pushed outwards. And we only see things if we're in the awareness of the things. If we want love, we need to be in love consciousness. If we want passion, we need to be in consciousness of joy and excitement. And if we want wealth, we need to be in wealth consciousness. If we want whatever it is that we want, we need to be in the awareness of it. So if right now you have access to this reality, what is the most exciting thing that you have access to do in the moment? Sometimes it can be as simple as, I feel excited to go to a coffee shop and read a book. Or I'm excited about calling a friend I haven't talked to in years. Or I'm excited to clean up my closet or arrange my room. Like, if you just, where you're at, you don't have access at the moment to any higher possibility, because again, don't think about the how, don't think about the resources, don't think about, this is too much for me. Like, it always comes to you when you're sure you choose it. You just choose it, and then the whole universe conspires to bring fruition into your vision. Fruition into your vision. So of those 5 realities, which one you have access to in the moment? And then when you finally feel like you're here, and then you have a side ambition of this reality, and maybe you can quantum jump and you can skip this one and quantum jump here. And if you're like really radical like me, I usually just like jump from here to here, because I'm like, fuck it. But when you're here, then 5 more realities present themselves on top of that one. And then you have like, oh, I wasn't aware that I was capable of this. But then you have more vision and more vision. So whenever you are in a problem, don't stay in the problem. Don't stay in the contraction that drains your energy. See it as, I have an opportunity to choose differently in the moment. What excites me the most right now that I have access to, that my awareness, that my consciousness can see, and then go there and go there and go there. And if there's a bit of excitement but also fear, then that's where it's at, because then you're gonna override and unblock all the contractions that are holding you back from your full potential. And then you're gonna be clear when you have that vision, when you have that North Star. What do you need to let go of in your environment, in your relationships, in your life, in your routines, in your habits, that are not gonna serve that North Star and that vision of the reality that excites you the most in the next moment? And maybe it wasn't about that. You make a decision and you're like, oh, this is the plan. And then when you get there, you're like, oh, it wasn't about this. It was about getting here and realizing that I could do this. And then you're like, oh, new North Star. And you change your North Star. Like, you can edit it so many times. It's not like this is a given. But you need to put your will and focus and attention towards a direction to go somewhere, instead of just responding to life randomly. Respond to life from a place of, oh, is this serving my epic, unique vision? Because when we have this vision, we have meaning, we feel a sense of connectedness, a sense of purpose, a sense of like, oh, this life is worth something. Yeah. So no problems, just opportunities and ways to shift wherever we're at in the moment. If you feel called to be part of the container that's gonna be launched, it's called TED, not yet, but just be part of the waiting list. Send me a DM. It's gonna be a group container, a month long, just to meet epic souls that are also in the journey of up-leveling the new next level of their embodiment and their calling and their joy, and just go through the difficult stuff too. If there has to be vulnerable moments, you need to cry, you need to release some trauma, you need to be authentic and just create that deep connection within yourself and others. so we can keep crystallizing the best possible scenario for you. It's gonna be super fun. So send me a DM. And if you don't wish to be in a group container but you want to have a one-on-one session, I do mental body balancing, which is 45 minutes to an hour of coaching to take you from where you're at to where you want to be. And we also do guided meditations, which these ones are my favorite because we just like go into this space of floatingness and oneness, and it's like a huge recalibration of your nervous system. And that's just from 20 to 30 minutes, and it's just like a power up. It's like, let's power this up, bitch. So any of those, I'll be so honored to be of service to you. Much love.